One of the most popular series of blog posts or keyword that leads you to the Workology.com site is the word human resources business partner, or words, I guess, HRBP or human resource business partner. So I thought that I would do a video on the types of interview questions and talk a little bit more about that HRBP role for those of you who are looking at adding an HRBP to your organization, or you don't understand the difference between a manager and an HR business practitioner, or for whatever reason. It's a little bit of an enigma. It's kind of a mystery. So stay tuned. This video is all about the consultative role of the HR business partner.
What would you say you do here?
My name is Jessica Miller-Merrell. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam and Upskill HR, resources for HR professionals to upskill, uplevel, and upgrade themselves personally and professionally, with amazing resources for HR certification prep or HR recertification and beyond. We're talking today about the HR business partner. What does that HR business partner do? Why are they important? Well, back in the day, they were called really HR managers, but it kind of sounds kind of blasé, right? Like HR managers. It just feels like you're managing HR, when the HR business partner is a consultative HR approach. This person supports maybe a division or a region or a group of locations. When I worked in retail, I was an HR manager and I had multiple stores. The new type of job title for this position would be the HR business partner. They oftentimes have a dotted line reporting to HR. They might report directly to that region or somebody who oversees that particular area of the business, which can make it a little challenging. So if you are that person and you're watching this video, let's make sure that we use consistent interviewing for all your HRBPs. I would recommend that we focus on structured interviewing. So chances are your organization should have a set of interview questions for you to ask so that the experience is consistent across the board for all HRBP candidates, whether they're yours or those within another region. And for those of you who are HRBPs and you're interviewing for a job, hopefully the process will be consistent and you'll be talking with an hiring manager and they'll have an understanding of exactly what they want from you in that human resources business partner role. Well, okay, let's get to some questions here in a sec about what might we ask and what questions we might get as an HR business partner who's interviewing for a new job. Now, before we get into some interview questions, I want to recommend a resource for you. When you're putting together your prep for your interview, I like to use what is called the STAR technique. And STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. I have a resource I'm going to link to over here for you on the STAR interview method to kind of walk you through. But what I recommend is that before you interview, you come up with 5 to 7 different scenarios that can fit into different categories. Like you can work on the fly, take this project that you worked on that you're particularly proud of, and move it into the different types of interview questions you might ask, or you might receive, I guess. Thinking about you receiving the interviews as the HRBP. Okay, so let's talk about interview questions. You might have an interview question that says, how do you align the HR strategies with the larger organization? So oftentimes the HRBP is that field rep, right? They're responsible for the region. So they're disseminating corporate information out into the field. So how do we make sure that's in alignment with what's actually happening in your region or field of locations that you're responsible for? That would be a question that I want to know. How do you make nice, but how do you still push those initiatives, and push is probably the wrong word, but like massage those initiatives into the rest of the organization? You might also have a question about how you handle difficult situations, or maybe a program that you encountered some resistance on. So be prepared with an example. I think as field HR people, we encounter all kinds of resistance, and you're just the deliverer of the message oftentimes of new programs and initiatives. How do you help your people in your realm of responsibility kind of work through that acceptance process, where the change management process, where they work from resistance to acceptance? So give them an example of how you've been able to do that, and maybe some different things that you did that helped push that program through or gained that acceptance of your folks, and allow
You also might get some of those
Make sure you have some
like
metrics
interview
on
questions.
how
You know, the ones that
happened.
everybody asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You're going to get that question potentially. So be prepared with an awesome answer, because you want to stand out from the pack. They're interviewing other people. So don't just say, well, you know, I want to be in your organization and I want to be promoted. Like, really think this through. Driving change. It doesn't mean it's set in stone. And honestly, if you really want to impress your interviewer and you're talking with a regional manager, you could say, like, I would love to be leading a region. I want to be more on the operations side of the business. Now, hopefully you truly mean that, or you're interested in that area. But I think that could be a real win, because one of the things that I've seen in my experience, which a lot of it is big box retailer stores and call centers, is HR is kind of siloed. So if you could have a bigger picture by going into other departments and then move back into HR, it really makes you more valuable in that position. You have the bigger picture of that HR role. So think about, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What makes you different than other candidates who are also applying in this position? And also have some questions prepared for them. You need to have 2 or 3 questions. Do your homework, check some things out. Look at your interviewer's profile to see how long they have been in their role. Has it been a couple years? Has it been 6 months? Maybe you can ask some questions that let them know that you creeped on them a little bit, which is a good thing. Like, you've done your research. You want to stand out. You want to stand apart from the rest of the competition. Let them know that you want this job and that you have been doing your research and your homework. That can really showcase that. Also, with that HRBP role, chances are you're going to be interviewing maybe in a panel or a group interview. So you're going to be talking to maybe another HR business partner or some other regional managers or different people, and it's going to be more of a committee decision. It isn't just one interview. Culture fit is really important, so you do want to make sure you're a likable person, you have a good personality, but you're strong and firm, and you are about results. That is critical, especially in that HRBP, because again, you're serving the region, not necessarily coming from corporate. So you are taking those initiatives and disseminating them out into your region or organization of responsibility. My name is Jessica Miller-Merrell. I'm the founder of Workology and the creator of the ACE the HR exam course and Upskill HR, a community for HR professionals to learn and grow. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interviewing for that HRBP job, good luck to you. If you're hiring for someone, make sure that you come and check out Workology.com. We have a whole host of resources for HRBP. We have job descriptions, we have interview questions, we have salary information. It's all at your disposal. Just go to Workology.com and click the link. You can just search HRBP, and we have a whole host of resources for you. If you like this video, which I hope you do, I worked very hard and we put together great content to help elevate the HR space. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sign up over here. Click that bell, sign up for instant alerts. Anytime there's a new video that comes here from me to you, you will get an alert first, and you can check out all the amazing resources. We have so many great things in store. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.